Potter with a homer in his. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a pop-up. B.J. Murray Jr., the next Cub to hit. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Check swing, called strike. In the dirt, but kept close. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. In the air out towards right center. Laureano sizing this one up. 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Jordan Wogu.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
One ball, no strikes.
This one in the air center field. Edman makes the catch. And there's a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Wogu settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. Sam Hilliard getting ready to hit. 3 for 7 in the series so far. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Hilliard measures 6 feet 4 inches. 235 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Laureano makes the grab. And there's one down. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Outside low. And it's a ball and a strike. And that one missing low. Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to first. And Swanson is set down. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch. And first offering is fouled off. Top of the 3rd, no score. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. And that's fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. Edman going back on it. Say goodbye to that one. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 1-0. Lau at the plate, doubled in his first AB. That one missed. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that is cut on and missed. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Lau, the runner at first with 2 gone. There's the strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering upstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and that is that. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the
runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked. Safe at second, and that was not close. Out to short. Swanson. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of here. And we're back. And now, Jonathan Potter.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Not close with that one, and it's 1-2. Swing. So digging in, Kevin Alcantara. First pitch just misses.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next, B.J. Murray Jr. That one fouled off. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-2.
Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Whoa, dude. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Off the mark there, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. It's there. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the right fielder, Sam Hilliard.
Ball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That's a little bit low. That misses, and that's ball 3.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Bush in the box now. Takes strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
First and second here, no outs. Next offering is down low.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out. And now it's Brandon Lowe. Way high with that one. Ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Steps on the back for 1. What a double play. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Richards.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Number 21, leading things off and takes a strike. Miller, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Ball 1 there.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
That one drifts
That's inside.
inside.
That's a ball.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Just off the inside edge.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Alcantara sizes this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Number 21 kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Not great, not terrible.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, number 21. Brown back to work. Center field. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. One out, bases empty. That one
ball,
well
no
upstairs. Ball one. And there's a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a bit.
One down, bases empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Alcantara on his way in. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Brown back to work. Number 21 in the box now. Takes strike one. Oh, he doesn't get the call.
That's a ball.
And that's ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. When you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Number 21 in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In there at the knees. 2 balls and a strike.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Now a pop up on the infield. Murray drops into the glove. Number 21 had a rough go of it in the loss.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift.
So 2 down. Here's the second baseman. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate.
1-1.
Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
2 outs. Towards first. Slides, but it gets by him. Ohtani around second, headed for third. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Hot shot to third. They get the force, and that. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. And a quick out, number 1. Man at first, 1 away.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
On the ground to first, could be 2. It's in and out of his glove, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Heading for the plate. The run scores all the way from first. And they take a 2-run lead.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second.
1-2.
In the dirt, blocked. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Austin Martin. On the ground right side. To first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. First and second, 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
First pitch misses. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Foul ball there. Laureano over at second. Betts on at first with 2 down. And that'll load the bases. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Ball 4. He's walked in a run. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run. 2 outs. Bases full. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. That's to third. The throw to first. Inning over. So digging in, Shannon Sparbori. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter. Smoked on the ground a second. India over to first in time. Number 21 was a big contributor for them in the win. So 2 down. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. That one outside. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss.
Ah, that's strike 3. Runner at first with no outs here. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
To the right side. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Safe, and it's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. To third, tag, got him.
I appreciate wanting to move up there, but that ball didn't get very far away. And getting thrown out as a result, sometimes you can be too aggressive on the bases.
First pitch just misses. Holman measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. And now 2 balls and a strike. Sliced hard but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. So a man at first. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Luis Arraez. Rolled to short, could be 2. Flips it behind his back. 1 at second, to first, not in time. Great effort there. No outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman. Just missed.
That's a ball.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That one to first, and a foul ball. Swings through that. Ohtani gets his lead at first with nobody out.
1-2's the count.
Struck him out looking. Shannon Sparbori digs in now. The tying run at the plate. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. The throw to second, the double play ends it right here. Number 21 with a forgettable showing in this one. 1 hit but 3 strikeouts on the day.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate.
First and second, no outs. Next is the Dodger DH. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him at the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And another ball.
Great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That one at the knees for a strike.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. One runs in. Flying around third is Betts. He will score, and the Dodgers have the lead.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
On to first, and Hernandez is out. One down, runner at third. And next for L.A., Alec Bohm.
One ball, one strike.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. On the ground, and that one handled. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Tags the runner, that's one. One out, base is empty. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now back.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Wilson throws to first, and he's back in safely. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. This to third. Over to second for one. And that's 2. 2 out, space is empty. Ground ball right side. India. That's the inning. Runner on at first with one gone. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter. That might. He hammers one out to right. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a pair. It's 6-3.
Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Number 21 had a sensational showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle.
And we're back. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. And that's through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Doyle on at first, nobody out. And that one's a little bit low. And now 2-0. And the sweeper is in for a strike. Line drive, and that's just foul. 3-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. And down on strikes he goes. And there's one away. Here's Ryan McMahon now. In the dirt. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Man at second. And that's too high. Next offering is in for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Michael Toglia in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. 2 on, 1 out. And now the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees. And that one gets past the catcher. And the throw's offline, safe at third. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. The shortstop takes the ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Second and third, 1 away. Here in game 1 of 2 in the series. And that'll load the bases. Ray Miranda digging in for the Rockies.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. George Valera digging in for the Rockies. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
2-1.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Bases loaded. 2 down. Oh, right to the backstop. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. 3-2 now. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Back here at Coors Field, stepping in, number 21. Soroka back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
That is it. The left fielder is Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
This
one in the dirt. Lined, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Adael Amador. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the catcher up to hit, Drew Romo. That one fouled off. And there's a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Just missed. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Tied up here in the early going. And there's a ball. Up the middle. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Caught him looking for the K. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Nolan Jones. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Jones batting second in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that is downstairs. 1-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that skips into there. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Tolia batting with 1. And that's in for a strike. And that's a little bit high.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. And that is out of play. On the ground to the left. Betts. Fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. Ready to go, bottom 4. So in now for Colorado, Ray Miranda. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here's Colorado's DH, George Valera. And fouled off. Close, but called a ball. 1-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Next offering upstairs. Ground ball, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. How about that double play? Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies. That clips a corner.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good.
Handles, throws to first. third out. One out and a runner at second.
Number 21.
Bounce to the right side. Amador tosses to first. He's out. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to him. Drew Romo. That's too low. Ball one.
All these Rockies just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Next offering upstairs.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Whips it to Mountcastle. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ball one there. High in the air, out to right. Drops into the glove. Out number 2. Now here's Nolan Jones. Check swing. Went around. That's strike one.
0-1's the count. Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Trevor Richards gets the call from the pen.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Number 21 in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pitch misses there. And that is ball one. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Doyle snags it. And that is number 21 with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound.
He took care of business out there.
Now it's the DH.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab. 2 down. As we go to the top of the 4th. And here is number 21. That one down the line. And it goes just foul. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out. 1 out, base is full. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in, and it bangs off the wall. Another comes in to score. Relay throw home, save, he beats it. 3-run game, it's 5-2.
All he was looking for right there was a simple base hit to untie the game, but he did far more than that, clearing the bases. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter.
And now this is down for a base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and they lead by 4. 1 out, runner at second. Next is the designated hitter. Swings through that one for strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Just missing there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Toglia to second, double play. And that sends us to the... We're in extras here. And now Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground, right side. Toglia steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
Two balls.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner stays put at third. Lifted in the air, out to left. Jones makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Number 21 did well despite the loss. Drove in 3 runs on the day.
I really like how he looked in this one, Boog. He consistently came to the plate with a solid...
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit. It was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded since the first kick flips he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here. So I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. He was feeling himself, got a little more swag in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and burials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry 2. She said, bow, I weigh 120 pounds. Now, let me make one thing clear. I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about. Some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a couple, looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push, coast. Yeah, swanky. Yeah, yeah. Before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fighting.
Yeah. So anyway, I got the...
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. On to first. They limit the damage here. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the second baseman, number 21. Webb back to work. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Happ brings it in, and there are two down. That one ripped. That's back. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Not in time. He's safe. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back there. And boom goes the dynamite. He'll circle the bases. It's 8-1.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. Ozuna. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter. That smash towards center. Lee makes the play, and that is that. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Smith at the plate and takes high there. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. The throw. Tag. And he's out. Number 21 played pretty well in this win.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Now it's the second baseman.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Right through there for a strike.
That's a ball.
Kim at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Stays alive. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. In the air, out towards left center. And that will end the inning. 2 outs, base is empty. And the first offering is not close. And there's the strike. Just missed. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that one is lifted in the air. Pat moving under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is... Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Glass now, ready to deal. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Over to first. Boots it.
He's good.
1 out, base is empty. That missed inside. Ball 1. There's a strike. 95 of that one. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise.
Move to second, and he's back in on a dive.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lee hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So runner at second, 2 down. And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. A swing and a soft liner. That's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Back to the top of the order. And here is Matt Chapman. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to Mountcastle. It's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's hard hit on the line. And it's caught for the out. Number 21 had an unremarkable game in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily.
Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, number 21. Birdsong back to work. That one missed. The Dodgers have raced out of the gate to start the season. Just missed.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Can't glove it cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one is absolutely belted. should be extra bases. One runs in, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. He is safe.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
1 ball, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Right side, Alonso takes it himself, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
Now batting, number 21.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special on my essence, I'm a rule.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Off of first with 2 away. Next
0-1.
offering upstairs. And a strike in there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he deals. Hard hit left side. They get the force. And next is the designated hitter. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
0-1.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the
1 ball,
two-way
1
role
strike.
this far.
2 outs.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that's a little bit high. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with
3
a
balls,
3-1
2
count.
strikes.
So now 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So a man at first. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. This one in the air. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Number 21 had a good day at the office, even in defeat.
No question that he delivered it.
It's the San Francisco